Hello there. Some of us are going to see an increasing amount of wintry flakes falling from the sky over the next couple of days, and that is all due to a cold plunge of Arctic air that is slowly arriving across Scotland, sweeping its way in over the next 24 hours. At the moment, we've got this cold front still lingering around in places. It's a fairly weak affair, a very minimal amount of rain on it, just some light outbreaks of rain and drizzle around at times throughout this evening and overnight. It's the north where we'll start to see the showers pushing in, and increasingly as that cold air arrives, they'll fall as sleet and then snow as we move into the early hours of tomorrow morning. Brings an ice risk around at times on any untreated surfaces. It's not going to be a widespread frost though. There is a reasonable amount of cloud around just holding up overnight, so temperatures where you see the cloud may be around 1-2 degrees Celsius. It's in any of those clearer breaks where temperatures could quickly drop below the freezing mark down to -1, -2 degrees Celsius. So, as I said, not a widespread frost, but still certainly a very chilly start to Sunday morning. And actually for the central belt southwards, it will actually be a fairly dry day as well. The showers that are pushing in on that northerly breeze will be blocked by the mountains, and anywhere further south will stay sheltered from that. It is certainly the northern half of Scotland that is more likely to see the frequent showers pushing their way in, forming bands around as well at times. Even at lower levels, we could see a few centimetres of snow beginning to build their way up. We also need to take note of the strong winds that will be around at times, particularly towards the north and east. There is a yellow wind warning in force for Shetland, where we'll see severe gales throughout Sunday, gusting perhaps up to 75 miles per hour. Where we combine those strong winds with the wintry flurries, that then leads to the risk of drifting snow and some quite atrocious conditions around at times. So do take care, as some disruption is certainly possible. It is already a very cold northerly Arctic air mass, but when you add on the strength of that wind, it is going to make it feel very bitter. If I bring on the feels-like temperatures for the northern half of the country, you can see widely -3 up towards -7 degrees Celsius is what it's going to feel like when you step outside the door. So certainly we'll need to be wrapping up warm. In terms of what you'll be reading on the thermometer, most of us across the country will have temperatures around 2 or 3 degrees Celsius, but a little bit colder than that even in some rural sheltered areas. To end the day on Sunday, again, it is that sort of continued theme of showers pushing their way into the north, whereas further to the south we will see some drier conditions around. But there will be clearing skies as we head into the evening and overnight, so more of a widespread frost Sunday night into the start of Monday, and you certainly may need to scrape your car first thing if you're heading to work on Monday. Otherwise, a repeated scenario, showers streaming their way in from the north, turning relatively frequent at times, again brings the risk of icy stretches around at times where frozen surfaces are still in play. It's always going to be further towards the south, while certainly still cold, but it will be relatively dry out there. Temperatures down by a few degrees for many of us, only seeing 1 to 3 degrees Celsius at best. Sheltered inland areas may well stay below freezing throughout a good portion of the day. So very cold few days to come, and that cold northerly wind is looking like it is going to stay with us throughout a good portion of next week as well. So it is sort of conditions that we do need to get used to over the coming week. We'll have further updates on everything you can expect, of course, across the YouTube channel, so make sure you're subscribing, and we'll see you again very soon. Bye-bye.